Okay, so we are here with one of my favorite people that comes to classes. This is Andrea, and I'm sitting on the floor, and Andrea's on the bench in the studio so that we're super professional. And one thing I wanted to do was we did a challenge, and Andrea won the challenge, and she has won a couple of our challenges, and I just thought it might be a good idea to sit down with her and ask her a few questions because not everybody is consistent and not everybody can stay motivated all the time. So we just kind of wanted to see what does Andrea do to help her stay consistent, stay motivated, stay on the ball basically. And because such a small percentage of people who actually enter a challenge complete it. So what is one thing that you do that makes you successful on challenges?
I would say the two things that I was thinking about was having drive and just looking at it as a goal to complete 100%. If I'm going to do a challenge, I'm going to do it 100%. I'm not going to just do part of it or say, oh, I'll just slack off this week and do better next week. I also think about what kind of mindset I want to have. And I think about how I'm going to feel once I accomplish a certain goal. So I would look at the week ahead and plan, how am I going to accomplish this week's challenge? And I think thinking about how it's going to affect you in the long run, especially like at the end of the 6-week challenge,
yes.
And feeling accomplished and knowing that you completed that goal is a huge motivator for me. And also looking at it as a positive thing, not feeling like I'm going to be deprived or, oh, I have to work out 6 days this week, but like really be positive about it and think about how amazing it's going to be just for my health and mental well-being and everything that goes into it.
Mindset is such a huge deal. That's one of the reasons that I had put on the challenge, what was it we did? I'm going to scoot this a little bit. We did the meditation because I feel like just getting into the right mindset and listening. I know you listened to what your favorite podcast was, the
Huberman Lab.
Huberman Lab.
Yeah.
So I know that he does a lot on mindset. He's very, very scientific, and I just feel like that's such a huge, important part of it. And what you said, planning, because we all know the adage, fail to plan, plan to fail. So it's a huge part of it, and you don't just plan physically, but you plan mentally. So that's awesome. I would love for you to tell us about a day in your life, because we know that you're a mom. We know that you work pretty part-time, and you have a child that has special needs.
Yes.
And that is a unique challenge all in itself. So give us, I know we start super early in our classes, so give us a day in your life.
So every day I'm up at 5. 5 a.m. is when I have figured out I need to wake up.
This is even without working out. This is your normal wake-up time?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I have figured that everything that I need to do for myself has to be accomplished between 5 and 7 a.m.
Yes, I get that.
So I get up at 5. Husband sometimes gets up early, but my kids are definitely still asleep at that time. And so it allows me to, get a little bit of breakfast, and I do my Bible study for 15, 20 minutes in the morning. I get the dog walked, and then I come here and I do my workout. I do work 3 full days a week. So those days are a little bit more rushed. Like I have to get out of here at 6:30 and shower and get ready to go by 7. But I definitely think that between 5 and 7 is my time on multiple levels. And then I feel prepared for the day. And I either go to work, and I work at, I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner, so I work at All Children's down in St. Pete 3 days a week. The days that I don't work, I do the normal mom stuff, taking the kids to and from school. My son has some therapies every week, so after school we're going to therapy. And then, afternoons, evenings, it's walking the dog again, getting dinner going, kids' baths, bedtime, all that stuff. So I just don't have the time outside of that morning window to do the things that I need to do for myself to be healthy.
Right. Yeah. And I totally get that. And I don't have the same challenges, but I know that one of the things personally that I hear all the time is it's easy for you to work out because you're at the gym all day long. No, it's not at all easy for me. Because just like you, if I don't get it done in the morning, it doesn't happen. And that's actually how my classes even started because that was my workout time. And then I had clients say that they wanted to work out with me. So finally there was enough of that happening where I had to just make it a class.
Yeah.
So I teach it, and that's the reason I work out. That's really my workout. And even though technically as an instructor, you're not supposed to have your class, your workout. That's supposed to be your coaching. But guess what? It's my workout.
Yes.
It's my workout too. So otherwise it doesn't happen. So tell us, since you started, so how long have you worked out here now? It's been a while now.
It's been a couple years. I think I started when my daughter was a little bit over a year old. So probably at least 2.5 to 3 years I've been coming here.
Nice. I feel like it's been a while. So, but I remember when you first came here and you didn't really talk to very many people. You just I thought, who is this person? She's like super quiet, and you've come out of your shell a lot, definitely. So do you feel that, so before you worked out here, what was your routine for working out?
So I've been pretty active since I was in college and worked out pretty consistently. I was at one of the big box gyms like LA Fitness, and I would go for runs and things like that. But I found that after starting to come here, like the community is like such a huge motivator, and it makes it so much more fun to work out, and it doesn't feel like work. Like I actually look forward to coming here. And I think if you talk to a lot of people, like people think that working out is like something they have to do or they dread it or things like that. But I love coming here. And anyways, I would go for runs. I would do mostly cardio at the gym. I didn't really know how to do weight training until I came here. And since I've been doing that and, learning different types of exercise, and it's been really beneficial. I've definitely noticed changes. Just in everything.
Me too.
And all levels of fitness.
Yeah. Well, and one of my goals when you guys come in here, always, and that's why, when some of the girls are like, what is this exercise? I try to put the terms of what the exercise is, because I want you guys to know what it is and to be able to leave here and go to a gym and know what to do. Yeah. That's my goal. So do you feel like if you went to LA Fitness or to another gym that you would know kind of what to do?
Definitely more so than I used to.
Okay.
But I think that's one of the main reasons I love coming here.
Because you don't have to think about it.
Because I don't have to think about it. I just come and it's done. I just do it. Yeah. And every week is different. That's what I love too, is like you do different things all the time. It's not the same thing over and over again. So that is one of the reasons I love coming here.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about your food. Let me talk about your food. Because not everybody. So one of the things that I will, obviously I don't put anyone on a diet ever, because I'm not a registered dietitian. Technically, I'm not allowed to do that anyway. I can tell you what to do. I can kind of give you ideas, but you stay pretty lean anyway. But do you feel like you've had to make any changes to fuel your workouts, or do you feel like how tell us about what does Andrea eat in a day?
Okay.
What does Andrea do?
So I pretty much eat the same things every day, because I'm just not. I do like to cook, but it's easier for me just with busy schedules and stuff just to consistently eat the same things every day, and I'm okay with that.
Yes, same.
So I usually have a couple eggs and spinach in the morning, or yogurt and granola, and then lunch is the same every day. I eat carrots and hummus and half of a sandwich with turkey. Dinner, obviously, I do make different things each day of the week, but it's I try to do like lean proteins, vegetables every day. One or two like healthy snacks. I'll have like a banana or almonds or something like that for snacks. I would definitely say that this challenge that we recently did over the 6 weeks, I did make a lot of changes in my diet and have definitely noticed a change in the way that I feel. And,
Give me an example.
Well, drinking more water,
Mm-hmm.
like that would, I used to not drink very much water at all. And I just am not one of those like really thirsty people, I guess.
I know how you feel.
I just don't like feel the urge to drink a lot of water, but I have forced myself to do it, to get in the habit of that. And I have noticed that my energy levels are up, and I don't need coffee as much because staying hydrated
it makes a difference. Yes,
does make a huge difference. So that's one of the big things I noticed. I did cut like way back on alcohol intake. I think limiting it to the 2 drinks per week was a huge thing for me. I think I was kind of like in the habit particularly on the weekends, like having a couple drinks but every night.
Yes.
And so, but now I'm like, okay, I want to get up and work out on Saturday, and if I have a drink, even one drink, I notice it's going to impact the way that I feel in the morning, and I crave feeling good in the morning, and that is that's been a big change. I've made little changes, so like every Tuesday we have turkey tacos, and so I started using the ground turkey, but making a salad instead for myself. Pizza is like my favorite food, and we always do pizza on Friday nights, and so I kind of made changes there and tried some like more veggie pizzas, or like even tried some vegan pizzas, which I never thought I would do, but they're actually
really
very,
good.
very
Yes.
good, and I really like that kind of food, and I never thought that I would, and so just kind of, I wouldn't say like huge drastic changes. I wouldn't say that I'm on like a diet, but I just am making healthier choices, which has made a big difference.
That's what works. That's what makes it last. And so I think the biggest thing people do in the beginning of a workout program is they try to change too many things.
Right.
And I always cringe when I know someone is like, oh, I'm taking this out, this out, this out, this out. I'm like, oh, it's not going to last. It's just not going to last. So it's just the tiny little everyday changes that make a difference. And the drinking is so huge. And I wish that people who just say, oh, I just have one glass a night would just take that out just give it a try, because just taking that one out makes such a difference in the morning. I mean, huge difference. So what is Andrea's favorite class that we did?
Definitely HIIT class.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your favorite.
Yes.
Is it a love to
I'm probably
hate?
the only person that
I
says
think
that.
you might be. Yeah.
But that's the first class that I did coming here.
I remember, yes.
And I love it.
I remember
It's
because
really
I
hard.
thought, oh, she's brand new and she's coming to HIIT. Oh, no. That's always what I think when someone first comes in. I'm like, this might be too hard. It might make them go, yeah, no. So it was your favorite no matter what. Okay,
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I just love, I love a really good hard workout.
Yes.
And it's just my favorite. It's,
Okay.
I always feel really great afterwards. So.
What's your favorite exercise?
Oh, gosh. So I hate to say this, but I think that, the plate work, working on the core, I've never done things like that until coming here.
Yes.
And I just feel like I've progressed in my ability to do those exercises, whereas in the beginning, I could barely do it for 15 seconds.
Right.
Because you just,
Use everything.
Yeah, you use everything. And so the fact that I can do it for the full minute or the 40 seconds or whatever really makes me feel good and feel strong.
Yeah, and I know from the beginning, because your hips would drop, and we would have to lift you up a little bit, and we don't have to really fix it anymore, so it's a good thing. You can totally see it. What about favorite, you just said pizza is your favorite thing, so what is if you are going to, I don't want to say cheat, because I hate to say the word cheat, but if you were going to come off of your plan, what would you eat?
Definitely pizza.
Okay, the real
okay, gotcha. Jets pepperoni.
Oh, Jets pepperoni. Really? Okay, all right. Not
or
even
a fireside.
I was fireside would be my thought.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have any tips that you would say for me? I know you kind of already did, but do you meal prep? Do you prep your stuff at night before you go to work the next morning? What do you do for that?
So I would say, as far as like meal prep, I do make my lunch the day before if I'm going to work. I always bring my lunch. I always have forever.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't necessarily prepare meals in advance. But how I do it is, every Sunday after church, I go to the store for the week, and I really just make one grocery trip per week and get everything that I'm going to need for all meals during the week. And then I know exactly what we're eating. So and I'll plan, like, okay, on Saturday night we'll do takeout, or we're going to go out to eat or something. Then I know that, and I don't, have to prepare for that. But basically, just shopping for the whole week and knowing exactly what I'm going to make each night of the week really helps.
Going back to planning and preparation, very good.
Yes.
All right. So, and do you pack your snacks and pack your everything so that you don't have a vending machine issue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do that for multiple reasons. Like, I also do that because I like to not spend unnecessary money.
Yes, it saves you money.
Saves
definitely.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's just makes it easier. I don't have to think or like feel like I have to choose, an unhealthy option or something.
Right. That's good. All right. So, and my last question was, what motivates you to keep going? I kind of feel like you've answered that through everything, but what would you say is your biggest motivation?
So I would say my biggest motivation is my kids, and particularly I have a special needs child that is likely going to need a lot of support for his whole life. And knowing that drives me to want to be as healthy as I can for as long as I can, because I want to be able to take care of him as long as needed.
Yes.
And so I do think about the future a lot as I get older, and knowing that the things that I'm doing now are going to impact everything as I age and all that. So I do think about that a lot. So my main motivation is to stay healthy for my family.
And do you have a lot of family here to help you, or are you guys?
I do. Yes. Luckily, I feel very blessed. My whole family is here. My parents live in Dunedin, and my mom actually watches my kids, like, when I work.
Oh, nice.
And then my brother and sister both live in Tampa.
Okay. So you're surrounded by family, which is a really great thing.
It is.
So, well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know we've been trying to get together to do this for a long time. If you don't know, I've had a podcast for a couple of years, and I haven't recorded for a couple of years. So it's always on my to-do list. It's on my preparation list forever, but it's one of those, I put it on the back burner. So I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you for having me.
I'm hoping this kind of helps jumpstart me to do it again. So thank you very much. And that will be it. And if you guys want to meet Andrea, come check us out in class.
Yeah, it's fun. We always have a good time.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.